Just a quick little video about smart fueling. Smart fueling. We all know that fuel is one of the biggest expenses in hotshot trucking beside the equipment, and that's a cost that you're gonna have to incur on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And as a whole, what we normally do out here in the mileage that we run, you know, hey, fuel is a big consideration. And I was just looking on social media on one of the hotshot pages, and somebody asked about the pros and cons, and is it mandatory to have a fuel card, and the pros and cons thereof. So I'm gonna talk about that just a little bit. Now, a lot of people will say, and I say this about a lot of stuff, cash is king. Cash is king. But I say this, the type of fuel cards that I use are not credit based. Say that again. The type of fuel cards I use are not really credit based. It's a weekly deduction. So as it happens week by week, it happens. And you was gonna have to buy the fuel anyway. And if they could save you some money in the process and just deduct it a week from now, why not? Also, I always have advocated CDL, non-CDL, whatever kind of hotshot. If you could pull into a Buc-ee's or somewhere like that, it always has really cheap deals. They got room for you to get in there, squeeze on in there. That's what you do, squeeze in there. But your main objective is to save every single penny on diesel that you can save over the course of a year. And people might think it's minute and it doesn't add up and it doesn't mean anything, but you got to understand, there's a reason why mega carriers all across the country are running freight liners and shit like that with DD15s in them and DD13s and different engines like that. That Packard motor, that MX13, they running that motor because the main selling point on that is fuel economy and fuel efficiency. On top of them having great deals on fuel because they have number, they pump volume. So, you know, if you can get in the game with some of these people, some of these car companies and stuff like that, and even the truck stop themselves, they have their own card where they can weekly deduct this stuff from you, why not? Y'all seen me do videos in the past where I pulled up and saved $30 or $40 right then and there on 80 gallons. Save $50, you know what I'm saying, basically on 60 or 70 gallons right then and there. And you'll see that over the course of the week and the month that sometimes you can save as much as $200, $250 a week, depending on the amount of miles that you're running, what you got going on, what you're doing. So, you know, like I say, I advocate cashback credit cards when you do go to the regular gas station. When you go to these places where your fuel card doesn't work like that because it might not be a Sinclair or it might not be you know, say a TA or a Petro or something like that, whatever's on your fuel card network, and you do pull in a Walmart, shit, have a Walmart card. Get them 3 cents off. It's already cheap, make it cheaper. When you pull up at the gas station and you finna get ready to do it, hey, shoot your cashback credit card in there so you can not only, you know what I'm saying, pump your fuel at a discounted price by going to the regular gas station, but also reaping the benefits of your 1%, your 3% cashback, and yada, yada, yada. But what I want to make a good point of saying is, you want to give yourself every opportunity to save, and you also want to give yourself every opportunity to fuel. You want to be able to fuel anywhere and save, and that's a big point in the matter right there. You want to have a repertoire of fuel cards that cover just about every different kind of fuel station known to man. And like I said, even when you go as far as to pull into a normal everyday fuel station, you would go ahead and use your discount card for that fuel station, sign up for their point system where they give you 5 cents off a gallon, all that type of stuff. So like I said, everything that you can do and anything that you can do gonna prove itself to be beneficial when it comes to fuel, because that is not a fixed cost. That's a variable cost, and it varies from run to run, from state to state, from city to city, from town to town. So like I say, it's one of those things you really need to stay on top of. And like I said, in the grand scheme of things, fuel is gonna be a big deal. And you know what I'm saying, anything you can save, anywhere you can save, it's gonna be a big old plus at the end of the month. And like I said, I think I commented on that when somebody was asking about that, and just gave them a little insight on that, because people were saying, you know, well, the fuel card has fees and everything. If you do your accounting and you do your numbers, and you know you're gonna burn up X amount of gallons of diesel per month, basically your average, and you look at the fee, and you see with these amount of gallons, I'm gonna save this much off the top, and you look at the fee, does it make sense? That's the only thing you got to worry about the fee. Does it make sense in your bottom line, as opposed to what you save, as opposed to what you have to pay in a fee? And some cars, most cars, I know all the cars I got in my pocket have no fees, because I ain't getting extended no credit. I'm just becoming part of the network and stuff like that, to the point where they're going to ACH deduct this stuff anyway. It's to the point where it's going to get paid. So, like I say, be diligent with your fuel smart. You know what I mean? Like I say, you can't control the price of fuel, but you can control how much you can save on that price that varies and fluctuates. If it's $3 a gallon and I'm saving 60 cents, or if it's $2 a gallon and I'm saving 60 cents, I'm still saving 60 cents, people. So like I say, think about that. Research your fuel stations, your major truck stops, and apply for some direct deduction, and get it in motion. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you want to give yourself all the opportunities, all the fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not credit, but at the same time, I got about 5 or 6 cars in my pocket that got about 6,000 gallons a piece on them. I can't burn all that diesel, but I know anywhere in the world I go, in the United States, if I pull up, even if I ain't got a dime in my pocket, which shouldn't be the case, but if I ain't got a dime in my pocket, I can get some fuel. And that's why I say, man, give yourself all the opportunity to save, and you want to have all the locations that you think you may ever go to covered. If you go to Shell and they say 5 cents off if you sign up for this thing, and you can pump 20 gallons at a 5 cent discount, sign up for it, pump 20 gallons. I mean, it's, with me, it's saving, period. It's just saving, period. Whatever you got to do, because at the end of the day, I tell you like this, the money that you save in fuel, you can allocate that for something else. You know what I'm saying? You can boost your maintenance account up a little bit more just by throwing whatever whatever that machine or that printout say you saved every week, put that in the account, and don't bother it with the maintenance money. And before you know it, at the end of the year, you might have an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in that account that you don't know why it's in there, but it's in there because of all that fuel that you burned, all these miles that you ran. And like I said, that can lend itself to making your business actually more profitable. Hey, till next time, hey, remember, like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the page. Don't forget to ring that bell. I go live, and when I go live, you know how it is with me. You know what I'm saying? First person on the live, comment, and we get it going. Hey, you might as well just drop your cash out, because I'm going to send you something. Hey, I'm going to eat lunch on breakfast, lunch dinner on the Havens a lot of days. So get what? Hey, just hang out with me. And like I said, be smart. Hey, if you got fuel card need, factoring need, hey, check out the link in the description below for RTS. Check out the link in the description below for tabs. You know what I'm saying? They both have fuel cards. They both do factoring, and both of them do it just a little differently. But like I said, check out the link in the description. Also, I'm probably add a link to the TCS fuel card. Y'all go drop. Hey, check that out. That's a pretty cool deal right there. Hey, but like I said, keep your wheel turned the right side down. You know what I said about a hater. And hey, just be be safe out here, man, and be smart with this money. Fuel up and get your maximum out of your dollar, man. Don't let the dollar work you. You work that dollar.